Hi guys, Pete here from Scoot Masters. How are you guys going? Me? I'm always the same, sensational. You know, I had a bad day once. I think it was in 1984. Yeah, pretty sure it was in 1984. I haven't had a bad day since. Hey guys, I'm excited. You know me, I'm always excited when it comes to talking about scooters. Now, the very first thing you guys are going to be saying is, oh my God, Peter! Oh my God, Peter! You've got an electric scooter on your dining room table. Well, I'm very fortunate that I have a very understanding partner, and she allows me to do things like this. And if truth be known, she's actually gone out to do the shopping, and she doesn't even know this scooter's on the table. Shh. So I'll have to get this video over and done with, wrap it up fairly quickly before she gets back. Guys, I am excited. This is the Bolzzen Magneto. Now, we affectionately call this scooter the Mosquito. Now, why do we call it the Mosquito? Well, because it's light, it's agile, and it is bloody quick. Let me tell you, it is a fantastic little scoot. Now, we've had this for about a month and a half now, doing some field testing on it. Compliments of our good mates at bolzzen.com. And if you were to look at this scooter, you could be mistaken for thinking that it's an entry-level scooter, perhaps last mile commute scoot, and yes, it does those things very, very well, but this scooter is so much more than that. And we're going to talk about a little bit of that shortly. So, it's Bolzzen's, I guess you'd call it their mid-range scooter. It's kind of, there's actually a couple of scooters below this. There's the, I think it's the Atom Light and the Atom Light Pro. And then you've got the Magneto, and then you've got the Magnificent Dynamo, and we've already done a field test and a video review on the Dynamo. We do love that scooter too. This thing though, let me tell you, in the price range, this thing is under 1,300 bucks. In the price range, the build quality is just sensational. Some of the features on this scoot for that sort of money. And if you wanted to use it as a last mile commute, it is very light, folds up nice and easy, and very compact, easy to throw on the train. But if you want to get out on the weekend and do those 45, 50 kilometre range scoot adventures like we do here at Scoot Masters, then this machine is more than capable of doing that. Now, let's just talk a little bit about some of the specs. Now, it's only a single motor scoot. It's a single rear hub motor, 600 watts. Now, you might think, oh, that's not going to get me up the hills, but you would be sadly mistaken. Unless you're a big fat bastard, well, like I am, it will get you up all but the steepest of hills. Now, I'm 100 kilo, and there's not a hill that this thing hasn't gotten me up yet. So I believe, I'm not sure the size of the controllers, but they must be pretty big, because I believe these motors peak at about 15 or 1600 watts, which means plenty of grunt when you hit that throttle. Now, the other amazing thing about these, most of the last mile commute scooters and the scooters in this, I guess, category, generally only have a 10 amp hour or a 13 amp hour battery in it. The Magneto has a whopping 13, whopping, nothing whopping about 13. See, I never edit my shit because I'm too lazy. I just leave it in, hey? Mistakes at all. It has a whopping 18 amp hour lithium ion battery in it. Now, my partner Trace, she rides this scooter a lot. Now, yes, she's only a lightweight. She's only 40 kilo. But let me tell you, she can get 81 kilometres range out of this thing before it gives up the ghost. And we've tried it. 81 kilometres. Now, if you're an average rider, 75, 80 kilos, you're going to easily get 50 kilometres range. So the other great thing about it is, yep, from the factory, they're speed limited to 25 kilometres an hour, but they are very easy to unlock. And when you unlock them, you'll get speeds closer to 50 kilometres an hour. Now, of course, for private property only. So it's quite easy to do. They will, this thing cruises along all day with me on it at 40, 45, no problem at all. Now, the other, or another one of the many things I love about this scooter is it's got solid tyres on. Now, the downside of solid tyres is that they normally ride very, very rough. But this seems to have very good quality solid tyres on it, and it's got good quality suspension. So the combination of the good quality solids and the good quality suspension means that the thing actually rides pretty well. I don't mind the ride at all. But the big upside, no flat tyres. Never. Yada. Zip. None. No flats. Ever. You gotta love that. One of the worst things about out scootering is getting those bastard black tyres, eh? Never have to worry about these. The brakes on it work very, very well. They're cable brakes, cable disc on the front, cable drum on the rear. Now, I've spoken about rear drum brakes before. I actually quite like them. And you might think it's a bit old school, but drum brakes, just the way they're designed, they actually have a much larger brake pad area that hits the surface of the, well, let's call it the drum. I was about to say rotor, that hits the surface of the drum. So I found that any scooters I've owned with drum brakes, they actually work very, very well. Got a good headlight that actually works quite well. Got an absolutely useless bell, eh? Useless as tits on a bull, that is. So the very first thing you guys should do if you buy one of these Magnetos is to stick yourself on an aftermarket horn. So let's just have a little bit of a walk around the thing now. Before we do that, let's show you a little bit of ride footage that we shot today. Now, we were out and about, Trace and I decided to take the Magneto for a little bit of a scoot, and we shot a bit of shit. Take a look. Like the brake setup on these. Now, for a scooter in this price range, yes, of course, they're cable brakes, but these brakes seem to work particularly well. They're definitely quality brakes for sure. This suspension on the front here, even though it's only spring-loaded suspension, once again works very well. Now, I'm 100 kilo, and this just rides absolutely beautiful. Another thing I love about these guys is the stem lock system on them is very, very simple, and it works very, very well. Locks in perfectly down here. It's just a pull and release to bring the stem down. But the way that this stem's designed is you cannot, look at that. Can you hear any wobble there? You cannot get any stem wobble. It's virtually impossible the way that that whole setup there is designed. Very, very smart design there. Once again, that nice big deck with the 18 amp hour battery in it. And the rear shocks here, also just spring-loaded shocks, but do work very, very well. Hey guys, did I tell you it's got solid rubber tyres on it? Did I tell you that? Righto, so there you have it, under 1,300 bucks. Now, these things, if you live in southeast Queensland, they're available from eMove up on the Gold Coast. They're also available from our good mates at Scooter Bros here in Brisbane City. And let me tell you, man, Scooter Bros have been moving a shitload of Bolzens this last month or so. Whew. We were down there on a ride. We dropped into Scooter Bros yesterday, and there were 2 or 3 Bolzens being delivered in the 15 minutes that we were there. So they're certainly moving them. Now, if you live interstate, you can order these directly from Bolzzen.com. I'll put all the links down here in the description. Do yourselves a favour, gang. If you're looking for a scoot around that $1,200–1,300 mark, and you're looking for something with long range, a good suspension and good brakes, pretty good cruising speed, if that's your budget, if you're really, like if you're looking for build quality particularly, the build quality of this thing is just absolutely superb. Probably the best build quality in any scooter in that price range that I've ever seen. When we took this thing out of the box, we did what we always do. We went round to nip everything up and tighten everything down. Not one single nut or bolt on this thing was loose. Every single one was tight. The brakes were adjusted perfectly straight out of the box. It was basically ready to ride. Didn't have to check the tyre pressure because it's got solid tyres, did I tell you? Go the mighty Bolzzen, look at this, eh? And of course, the pretty blue accents, eh? Do you love the blue accents? Bits of blue all over it. Looks very nice. I actually love the blue. Anyway, I'm waffling. I was going to get this video over and done with before my wife gets home and sees the bloody scooter on the dining room table. Do yourselves a favour, guys. If you're looking for a scooter in that price range, jump on to one of the links down below. Go and order yourself one. There's heaps of stock at the moment, so they're ready for immediate delivery. None of this business are having to wait 6 weeks to get one. And look, I don't think you'll be disappointed. And you can actually come on one of our Scoot Masters rides riding a Mosquito. Yes, you can. And you'll make it home. Guaranteed. Unless you get a flat tyre. Oh, wait! You can't get a flat tyre. Have I mentioned that? Bolzzen.com, guys. We really like this scoot. $1,299. Absolutely sensational value. Go on, get out there and buy one. Go on. Go on. What are you still doing here? Piss off, get out there and buy yourself a bloody what is it, a Magneto? Mosquito. It's a Bolzzen Magneto. Go on, piss off. See ya. Now guys, I've said this on many occasions. We've ridden a lot of scooters and we've dealt with a lot of scooter companies, and it's actually more important to me, more important even than the scooter that you buy, is the company that you buy it from. Now, scooter companies and scooter retailers, scooter importers are notorious for very poor after-sales service, particularly when it comes to warranty support. So to me, I think you know, most electric scooters are pretty good. They've all got their idiosyncrasies, there's no doubt about that. But it doesn't really matter what brand you buy. Generally speaking, by and large, they're mostly pretty good. So more importantly is who you buy your electric scooter from. Now, we know for a fact the Scooter Bros are rapidly getting a fantastic reputation for their after-sales support and service. We also know for a fact that Bolzzen offer fantastic after-sales support and service, and we know this because we hear it time and time again from our members. We've got over 2,000 members in this group now. Bike Scooter City at Sumner are also very, very good at their after-sales service and support. So, you know, pretty much the vast majority of the rest of them can be a bit hit and miss when it comes to after-sales support and warranty. You know, you don't want this business where you put your scooter in for a repair and they say, oh yeah, come back and see us in 8 weeks. Bugger that. Bugger that. So just bear that in mind, guys. Who you buy your scooter from is just as important as what type and brand of scooter that you buy, in my humble opinion, based on 4 years of experience. Yep. Take that to the bank.